Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new video. I wanted to say thank you everybody for the love and support over the entire year of 2024. I really enjoyed my solo leveling, Arise journey, and the support I got from you guys. We reached 2,800 subscribers. It was a huge milestone for me. Started at 1,100 when I started covering solo leveling Arise, so thank you everyone. I wanted to reach 3,000 subscribers. That sadly didn't happen, but nonetheless, thank you everybody. We will easily reach that next year, and maybe 10k. We will see how far we can get next year, right? And I didn't want to end this year without a finishing video, so let's do one last video for 2024, and that is a Battlefield of Time guide. Let's hop into it. And hey, if you're new to this channel, subscribe. I basically upload every single day. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the build real quick. When it comes to the shadows, I like using Igris as a leader for this specific Battlefield of Time, just because of the extra crit that helps off. And Iron and Serbi is quite standard. I mean, for hunters, you always use Iron and Serbi as a support. You could have also maybe used the Rock or even Tank, but I think the Rock doesn't really help that much because there's a lot of RNG, and it comes down to the ult of Thomas. You could also theoretically use Kaisel for extra ult damage, but then you might be lacking a little bit of damage with Gogunhi or something going on for phase 1 and 2. So I feel like Igris is the best option for that. Standard build, so in this rotation you want to start with Min, Go, and Thomas. When it comes to the build itself, for Min we want to use a 4-piece destroyer set, 4-piece Sylph, full greed on Gogunhi, and then 4-piece toughness and 4-piece obsidian set. Obsidian set is the go-to set anyways, and the toughness set you can also go with Warmonger set, but the reason why we use the toughness set is just for the extra 8% crit, just to reduce the amount of RNG you have in Battlefield of Time. You know how it is, guys. It's very annoying. And then when it comes to the cores, I have the 2 fire cores here equipped for Thomas Andre. You could also equip one to Gogunhi. I just didn't do it. That's all I used for that build. And yeah, when it comes to the skills, all these skills are level 10 except for old skill is level 7, that is not level 10 yet. And I think skill 1, which one is it real quick? Let me check. It is this one, the fighting spirit. This one is level 7 as well. On the other hand, all the other skills are level 10. It is a lot more technical with this BoT as well this time, but for Gogunhi you're also good to go with level 7 stuff. I tested out level 9 worked out as well, so I assume it works with level 7 as well. But I feel like most of you guys, since you have Gogunhi and he's one of your main units nonetheless, you probably have his skills well developed. That's what I expect. I mean, it's not a random unit you don't use, so that's why I think it's fine to use level 10. Okay, so here we are with the step-by-step breakdown of this run. So as soon as you start the run, you are going to cast the circle with Min, and as soon as the animation pops, you wanna swap to Gogunhi. You do one dash in the front and go right between where these guys are. They are in the circle, and you're going to use skill 2 with Gogunhi. So you damage these. After this one finished, you follow up with the core attack of Gogunhi, and then there's a little bit of freestyle what you can do. You can now follow up, either you can dash in front of you, use skill 1, or you can dash to the side and then use skill 1. Whatever you want to do, at the end of the day you just do a dash, and then the next enemies are spawning and you're going to use skill 1 with Gogunhi and then swap to Thomas. Once you are with Thomas, you're gonna use skill 1 into his core attack. Now if you are maybe insanely lucky, you could use his skill 2 into a dash to trigger his ult, but it really is iffy sometimes here and then. Also depends on how many advancement you have, so we want to go the safe route here. So after that you want to use skill 2, basically kill all these minions, and after we finish the skill 2 animation, this is where we trigger his ultimate skill to transform into this steel tyrant. And then by the time we get there, already these enemies spawn. Now with this footage, the camera is a little bit weird. I know we're not facing to the north, so it's more like northeast right now, because the camera, Battlefield of Time I mean, is so annoying. I hope not Marvel fixes this in the future, but very annoying. So a little bit random with the camera angle, but nonetheless, once we are here, we're gonna use skill 1 with Thomas. And we want to kill off all these minions just with the skill 1. Now theoretically with skill 1 you could also finish wave 2, but we just follow up with the core attack, finish them off, and then use skill 2, because this skill 2 here, the mini boss will spawn, and the skill 2 will basically finish off the mini boss. So now here are 2 important things you need to know. It's like very specific and technical for this run. Once you use that, you're going to QTE Mint's ability, because that fills up the power gauge. Now the interesting part is what you can see here. As soon as we can maybe see the skills right here, you see I have the ultimate skill here at the bottom, right? Now the boss is done. What you want to do, this is like a very specific and tight window, but once you get into the situation and kill the boss and it's going dark, when it's going dark, this is when you want to spam the ult button. Spam the ult button. You don't really see it sometimes, like if you're doing it super light you don't even see it, but here in this frame you can see I triggered the ult skill of Min. Why am I doing that? Now when we go into the phase with Igris, I do not have to cast Mint's ult skill in that phase anymore, so that saves me 4 seconds for this run. So that's why, and it's a very tight window. It depends on how fast Thomas kills the mini boss, but this is what you want to do. So ideally you wanna be in this stage and your ult skill is on cooldown because you already triggered it, so you're saving time at this point. So now we're at Igris. You want to dash twice and then you want to cast a circle. Once you cast the circle, we want to switch to Gogunhee and use skill 1, follow up with core attack, and when the ult is full, hopefully you're gonna use the ult, and as soon as we casted the ult skill, we are gonna cast our shadow army, use skill 2, then after skill 2 follow up with the core attack. Then we're gonna use skill 1, this will break, and now we use the core attack once more, because at the end of the day we also kind of want to guarantee that we're killing Igris, right? So that's why we opt for one more core attack and then swap to Thomas immediately, and then we're gonna use skill 1. Now with skill 1 finished, it depends on how much HP the boss has. Now depending, 67 could be enough if you crit every single hit, but we want to be a little bit safe. So around 65 HP bar mark, this is where you can cast the ult, and if you crit and are lucky, this will now kill off Igris. But you know what, we're gonna use the core attack once more and drop him a little bit lower, and then we spam, after the core attack we spam the ult skill as much as we can. Now around, we are here at 57 bars with a time of 38 seconds in that scenario, and the idea is after the ult animation plays, Igris should be dead. If you are lacking, let's say, a little bit of damage and you cannot finish him off, it is fine, because Igris will be still down in this situation. Now you can use skill 1 into core attack again. This sums up the entire run strategy for Battlefield of Time Igris Light with the hunters. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you next year. Deuces.